Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Talk with Antonio. This is your host, Antonio. And today I will be interviewing two friends of mine, which is, to me, it's very, very awesome because these are my friends from this year's Fright Fest at Willoughby's. Let's give a round of applause for Geoff and Lex. How y'all doing?
Hey, doing great.
Doing good. How are you?
I'm great, y'all. It's just right now, I'm just so happy to interview you guys. It's just great to see old friends talking again after since November 2nd?
November 2nd was the last time we saw each other in person.
Yeah.
The three of us together, anyways.
Yeah. You still haven't came to visit me, Antonio, not in HIP.
I know.
No, it's just like
refusing to see any of us.
I never said that. No, y'all. It's just like right now with
You're busy. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just like right now I'm still packing, and also like we have to, next month is just our last month here in this house, and adios to San Fernando Valley for the time being. But like I said before, we'll be back. But no, it's not that I do not want to visit you at Holiday in the Park, guys. I mean, it's just like right now, like I said, besides being busy, I do have like some negative feelings towards that because I didn't really get an opportunity. I went many, many times. I've applied. Heck, even Alyssa tried to give me a hand and nothing, That's just me.
Because all the jobs are already spoken for.
Yeah. When I found out that it was basically already precasted, like there was really no point in having us come and audition and waste our time. I mean, we had a select few spots open, but I mean, even at that point, why even bother?
But it's like you didn't need to audition for a fire pit spot. Like what? They're not even making you do your little like princess stuff. So like, what's the point?
No, exactly. And they had us come in for like that whole cheer class, and none of us were really.
Yeah. So why audition? That could have just been a regular like apply, fill out the thing, and get a job.
Yeah. So like they just made fun of, like, not made fun of, but like it was just, it was genuinely at the end of the day just a waste of our time.
Yeah, it felt like a farce a little bit. Like, why are we doing this? Like, jumping through hoops, show dogs.
Yeah, because people like us three, or just anyone who, especially if it was our first time auditioning for HIP, or maybe if we didn't get it last year, we were trying again this year, we never even stood a chance.
Exactly. And the thing that gets me is the people that were working last year that didn't get a chance this year.
Yeah.
Really?
That's weirder, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a few people that...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there are some characters that have done it for a few years in a row that are considered loyal, which I understand if you've proven your loyalty and, you get the part. I'm assuming maybe they hit their peak and it's time for them to cycle out. Maybe that could be it. I don't know. I mean, but at the same time, there are some, like, I believe the Santa Claus that has been doing it, he didn't get it. There's been other characters, I can't remember, but they didn't get it, and they were bummed out.
Yeah, because we were talking to Santa the other night.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't get it. I was there for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I think the Santa there was in Conjuring during Fright Fest.
Oh, really?
Who Santa is now, yeah.
Okay, I was listening to what you were saying in regards to like cycle out and getting new people, but I was listening to what Geoff said. Okay, so care to say a little bit more about that? Because right now you got me curious about that, my friend.
About what?
About what you said about how it's already predetermined.
Oh, It just seems like all of the jobs were just already, like Lex said, like they were cast already. Like they already had the idea of who they were going to give the jobs to. So like, why even hold the auditions? If they already decided, like, because it felt clearly like that they had already decided who was going to have what job before the audition, at least to me.
Yeah, I know. I think maybe for like legal purposes, they have to like give people a shot, even though they don't have a shot. It's just more of on their end to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Even legally, like it seems like a weird loophole. Like we're going to do a league, like we have to, but like, what's the point?
Yeah.
When was it? I think it was like a week after or 2 weeks after Fright Fest that I went to auditioning again for Holiday in the Park. I guess who was it? I tried to apply for the show. I believe it was for like I think it was for Jack Frost.
Oh,
I
show
believe.
host, right?
Yes, Jack Frost. You remember that? And I went there, and to my knowledge, they were gonna select Jack Frost and Snickerdoodle, and Snickerdoodle, to my knowledge, was a girl. Because that's what it was. I saw another young lady that was with me that day, and we were there. And then these other two other fellows who was playing Jack Frost and Snickerdoodle, but this time it was a guy. I was like, and then they were selected. And I said to myself, what the fuck, really? It's like, I thought Snickerdoodle was supposed to be a girl, not a guy. And they got selected. And like I said, I feel like I got punched in the stomach that day. I was like, I did all that. They were saying that I did a good job, but it was not a damn enough good job to get selected for a job, you know? And I was pretty mad about that. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why I still have, I know this is gonna say, people are gonna say, oh, you're a crybaby. It's not that I'm a crybaby. It's just like, I feel like we gave it our best, and then somehow they say it was still not enough. The people say, oh, good job, and they're like a pat on the back, but not enough to give me a job there that day. I was like fuming that day.
Yeah, because it feels like, I don't know, you feel like retrospectively kind of silly, because we're not like, it's not like all of us are like actors who are like doing this for a living.
Yeah.
So we're already going out of our comfort zone to like audition for a thing because it's not within our wheelhouse anyways. Yeah. And then to find out that it wasn't really worth it anyways, like you just feel kind of like, oh, well, why'd I do it even?
Yeah.
Yeah. And and then I kind of find out is like Holiday in the Park is not sponsored by any major company or candy maker, correct?
It's also not by Snickers.
I'm not entirely sure. Fright Fest is Snickers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot. I'm not
sure. My Fright Fest shirt from 2 years ago, the entire back is just one giant Snickers ad.
Really?
I hate it. Yeah, the front looks all sick, and then you look at the back, it's just like, Snickers, eat good, or whatever the fuck their slogan is.
I think it was like Hungry White Wait, I believe.
Yeah, whatever it is.
But another friend of mine, Irma, I spoke to her, and this is what she told me, and I was like, maybe that does make sense. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lex. She says that, like I was saying, Fright Fest is sponsored by Snickers. You see Snickers pretty much everywhere in the park, and Geoff is right about that. But then with Holiday in the Park is very like more low budgeted, I believe, and it's sponsored by Six Flags Corporation. It's coming right out of their pocket. And that's why they were hiring less people. And I think it was for less pay. Am I right, Lex, or no?
For less pay?
Or is it still the same?
Honestly, I haven't even checked to see.
Really? You see whatever the final check comes in is?
No, for what I remember, I think it's the same pay. It's just, no, it is the same pay. And it could possibly have been maybe $1 less, and it's just more of the hour difference. You only get a select amount of hours. It's a dramatic difference in hours, that's for sure. Like you're only getting, I mean, as far as me, I'm not speaking for myself. I don't know about everyone else, but I know collectively we all get generally less hours. If you're a character, you do get more. As far as us fire pit ushers or like elves, I could ask Kendall about that, but I know she was telling me that they only get a few days a week. I only work weekends right now, so it's Friday to Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah, or Friday or Saturday, and then I'm off Sunday, or vice versa, Friday to Sunday. Mm-hmm. So it's not, and you only get maybe 5-6 hours.
That's crazy.
Or 4 hours.
That's what?
Yeah, so I'm off all week. I mean, technically, there was a week before where they had all of our hours. It shifted. They said in December that we were going to be working practically every single day. But I'm I don't even know if I should say this, but fuck it, I'm going to say it. Apparently I forgot his name, so I guess I could say some athlete bought out the park, so it kind of...
Right. Yeah, I heard that.
So they just cut our hours. So
an athlete bought the park or Six Flags?
The park, just to take his family.
Just Magic Mountain, right?
Yeah, just to hang out with his family. And apparently he invested into Six Flags, so he wanted it to himself with his family to hang out, and none of us can be there. Only a select few can hang out for the park. And but as far as starting this weekend, like I'm working straight through basically till next year for the next 2.5, 3 weeks that we have left. And so I'm having great hours now, but
that's weird.
This point, not really.
That's weird that you're like working hardcore for the holiday season post Christmas.
That's very, very strange, y'all.
Christmas has already happened. Like, it's weird that you're going to be like more busy after Christmas for a Christmas event.
Yeah, well, Christmas is in a couple of days. It was actually, to me, yesterday was the busiest day we've had for HIP.
Was it?
Yeah, it was pretty packed. Like, the parking lot was spewing into the employees' lot. You know how
shit.
Yeah, the overflow. Yeah.
Overflow. So it was like that yesterday. It could be like that tonight. I'm going in tonight. These next few days, it just depends on the rain, if it's going to get canceled or not. But as far as...
I know it's going to rain tomorrow extremely hard. And because I was telling my family that if it rains hard tomorrow, I obviously I'm going to have to take my extra clothes, like my rain boots, extra socks, because they say it's going to be 100% raining plus wind. So if that were to happen, y'all wouldn't be working the park, because that's what I do remember hearing from. I think it was Freddie who said that if it rained, or Jax, both of them said that if it rains, the park doesn't open. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, it doesn't open. If it's
that makes sense.
Super light drizzle, like the lightest, they stay open. But when it starts dumping, they close the park, and they can't even run the rides anyway when it's that wet.
No, that's
right.
That's
yeah, because you don't want to be going on a roller coaster just drenched with like 30-mile-an-hour raindrops.
Basically getting like bullets at that point.
Yeah, right. It's like the worst shower in the world.
Oh, and it's hard though. It's like when you're going like at X amount of speed, it doesn't even feel like it just feels hard because you're going as fast as you can in the roller coaster.
Yeah.
But it's like, so in terms of all of us, like from the Willoughby's crew, who's working right now at HIP?
For specifically HIP, or just like in the park in general?
Like the Willoughby's group, all from us. Who's working right now with you, like in the Holiday in the Park?
As far as Holiday in the Park, Kendall, Ryan, or Usher. I was gonna say Ken, someone else. Josh, our Usher. Me. Shoot. As far as HIP, Kendall, I think that's it. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody, but as far as the park itself, like there's Nadia, there's Alyssa, there's Ashley, there's Kira, there's Freddie.
But they're just doing like regular like park stuff, like retail or food service or whatever, right?
Yeah, and Julia.
Right.
Does Irma? Irma doesn't work at the park.
No, Irma's not working.
Ash is there, right?
Ash is there.
Yeah.
And God, I'm brain farting. I'm sorry, guys. Don't put me on the spot. But, yeah, as far as I remember, that's the only team members that I know. I mean, I think, you know what I'm confusing is because when people come to visit the park, so I'm trying to...
so you see a bunch of people anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the most part, there's always someone cycling through, just come stopping by and say hi. Like for instance, Jeff came by yesterday.
Oh.
Or the day before. The day before, say hello with his brother.
Yeah. For like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, however long that was, but...
No, it's just like right now, it's just like... In terms of the Holiday in the Park, it's, even though you could say y'all are scattered.
Yeah.
Y'all are scattered, but like when it came to Fright Fest, Willoughby's though is I don't know. Like, let's talk about that, y'all. In terms of okay, since we're talking about Holiday in the Park, let's rewind, ladies and gentlemen. In terms of Fright Fest, first of all, okay, so how did y'all get involved with Fright Fest?
Well, you did it like 10 years ago, right?
Yeah. I did it. Yeah. My first time ever doing it was back in 2015.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And so it's basically still ran the same for what I remember 10 years ago. But as far as the mazes itself, they're all entirely different. Differently new mazes. When I started, it was actually, I think I had gotten let go from a job, and I was doing different things to make money in between, trying to find something. And then a friend of mine at the time sent me a link to apply there because she went to audition, and she told me about it. And I was like, what? I had no idea that was not a thing, but like I had no idea how people went about it whenever I would go see horror nights or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So I went to go audition. It was very scary because I'd never auditioned for anything at the time. And got it. And I landed, at the time, it was called Toys of Terror. So it was pretty cool. We got to work that. And then, unfortunately, some stuff happened during that time. So that's why I didn't want to do it again. Cut to last year was when I got back into it. I figured same predicament. So I said, let me try this again. And it was fun. So that's why I wanted to come back again this year, which I'm glad because then I got to be able to meet you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was I almost didn't audition. I just came in for an usher. And
really?
The day
really?
Yeah. The day of, I checked, you know how you get to check what you're doing, what
Which
you're there
ones?
for? I just clicked usher or checked usher, did everything else. And as soon as I was turning in, I was like, let me just audition. Let me see what I can do. And I was feeling all confident and cocky with myself because I went alone, and that's the best feeling because you don't know these people. And then the moment I got up to Mark, I was like, oh. And they usually give you, for what I remember from 10 years ago to last year, they give you a character to conjure up, and you act for, what is it, like a minute?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yes.
And this year they switched it up, and they have you come up with your own character. They want to see what you come up with. That was a curveball at it. But I guess if you want to get into acting and if you want to dig deep, I see why they did that. So they want to see what you can do.
It makes sense, yeah. I want to make sure that you can actually figure a character out and go with it.
Yeah, so I understood, but at the same time, I mean, I guess being put on the spot like that really switches that, you know. I did good enough to get the acting gig. So.
And look where you're at right now. Alexa, you did an
and now
excellent
you're
job.
the only one of us who's still working there with the auditions. So
I know. I mean, I auditioned operation. It's okay. It's okay. I still got the job, so with that, I got at least fire pit, which is I get to be toasty.
That's good, especially now with the cold weather. So let me get this straight. So you went in 2015. So okay, that was like that's pretty good. So you didn't do neither 2016, 2017, 2018, neither 2019. Obviously, we're not even going to count that year, nor 2021, right? Nor 2022.
No, I didn't do anything up until 2025.
And what about you, Geoff?
So what's funny is in 2015, when you did it, Lex, I was too scared to go to those events. I wouldn't even go. I remember in like 2017 at a job, they're like, hey, we're all going to go. And I made up some excuse like, oh, I'm not going to be available that day. And then I jumped from that to like 8 years later being like, well, this is my favorite thing in the world. I started going, and I went to Horror Nights for the first time in like 2017, 18 maybe. And it was like a light switch. I'm like, oh, this is fucking sick. So much fun. And so, like, all I wanted to do was go to haunts. And so I was just looking for work. I think it was like on Indeed or something, just looking for jobs. And it was just posted in 2023. They're like, we're looking for maze ghouls. I was like, I could do that. Why not? Mm-hmm. And then I was a super late hire. Like, they had already done dress rehearsal at that point. Like, the season had already started.
Oh.
And so I didn't even audition. I went in and I went to like ESO or wherever, and I interviewed with somebody, and they're like, okay, so make a monster sound. I just stood up and went like, brah, and they're like, all right, you're good. Like, you're good.
Oh my goodness. But when was that though, Geoff?
23. So 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. For what maze it was, though? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was in... Well, I think because they just needed bodies. So, like, the first 2 weeks I was in Aftermath, which that wasn't even open this year, I don't think.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. I was like a zombie. It was like a zombie outbreak thing. That was fucking sick. And then I got COVID.
Oh, shit.
And was sick for 2 weeks. I got COVID my first weekend. First Exactly. Some shit little kid got up in my face and was barking like a dog, and I know the exact one that got me sick. Ugh. I know I can still picture him, the exact one that got me sick.
You should bark back at him.
So I was gone for like 2 weeks, and when I came back, they just threw me in Saw at that point, and I was in Saw for the rest of the time then.
How was Saw, by the way, Geoff?
Saw, that one was weird because unlike this year, where it's like Saw was like, wait, there was a Saw this year, right? Yeah,
yes.
There was Saw.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was like all of the movies. It was like the Saw universe or whatever. Mm-hmm. But the one we were in was directly tying into Saw X, the movie. So it was very specific to that one film, I believe. And they kept pushing back opening the maze because like Warner Brothers or whoever owns the IP, Legendary maybe, whoever.
I believe
never signed off on it.
I think Saw is owned by Legendary, or I think it's not Warner Brothers.
It's Legendary maybe. No, I think it's Legendary.
I think it's Legendary.
But they kept coming through the maze and being like, this isn't good enough for the movie. And so they kept pushing. That's why I was actually in Aftermath, was because the Saw maze opened late.
Oh.
Because the IP holders kept saying, this isn't good enough for our movie, essentially. So they had to keep like changing the maze. And then eventually it opened like 3 weeks into the season or something.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it was weird.
So you started in 2023, and then so you would say you enjoyed your time with Saw?
Yes, and it was way different than this year. Like the vibe I saw was way different. I didn't like people were friendly, but it wasn't like how Willoughby's was, where we were like a family. So like it still felt like a job at the end of the night, but it was like even with just a job, it's still on the more fun side of having a crappy job.
You know, to both of y'all, it's funny you say that. I'm not saying funny in terms of like being sarcastic. I'm saying it's funny that in terms of, okay, when I first applied, look, when I got hired for Fright Fest, I was the happiest, man, because that was a dream come true, working at a Halloween, because I've always wanted to do that for years, but I just, like I said, I didn't know where to look until a friend of mine, my nephew, told me about the other event. We all know that. But when I got hired for Fright Fest, I thought maybe this year, when I went to the interview and audition, I thought I was going to get hired maybe in, I think it was Saw or The Conjuring, because that's the one that I knew, like the IP stuff. But then when I applied and I got hired and it says Willoughby, so I was like, what's Willoughby? So I was like, okay, no, not a problem. It's still a haunt job, nonetheless. And when I got there, I was nervous though. I won't lie to y'all, because it was like it's a new people, new environment, new world. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It was just new everything. I was shy.
You were nervous. I remember seeing you that first day. You were like bumbling around when we were training.
Dude, do you remember what I did? I'm glad T, badass dude, man. I explained to him, even Alyssa was like, don't worry about it. Remember when I clocked out? Oh my
Yeah,
god!
I think you were right in front of me at the phone.
Yeah,
I think I watched you, and you're like, "Oh, I clocked out or whatever," and then just handed it to me like I don't know what to do, and I just like clocked in and out real quick. And was like, "Oops."
I swear, Geoff, when that shit happened, I feel like I just wanted like to bury my head in deep in the sand, like, oh my god, what did I just fucked up? But no, T and Alyssa, don't worry, that has happened before. But I was like, my biggest fear is screwing up. That's just me, y'all.
Yeah,
I don't like to screw up. Like, if I'm working a job, I'm gonna give it my best. And if I screw up, I was like, oh my god, it just means like that I failed myself. But that's not the case, y'all. We all screw up, but it's just like I just hate that. When I screwed up, like, and I think but then later on, as we progressed with Willoughby's, we started to warm up more, and then here we are.
Here we are.
But it takes,
yeah,
it takes to get to where you want to be, and
absolutely,
it's just like me. So y'all, okay, Lex started in 2015, Geoff started in 2023. It's like me. I've always wanted to work this event, but like I said, it was always like a dream, but it wasn't a way back in my mind. But I just didn't know where to look. I didn't even know about Indeed or LinkedIn, I believe it's called. Because I don't use. Yeah. I'm old fashioned. I like to go look for jobs on calling by phone or even looking in by ads, because that's how I found out. But my nephew was the one who found out first about. It was for Halloween Horror Nights. And it was on Instagram. He sent me the link, so I applied. So we went to the Sheraton. I'll never forget, dude, that day at the Sheraton, Geoff, do you remember how packed that shit was?
It was packed. It was. There was like hundreds of people there. That was because I had for Horror Nights the auditions. Like that was like a real ass like. It felt like a Hollywood audition.
It was. Lexi, if you would have been with us that day, you would have been like, I don't know. There are no words. Like it was super packed. And I remember that when I went for the audition, they separated us in these groups. Geoff was there. He can verify. And then I auditioned for the. I think it was like these. There was this one bald guy for the casting director, I believe. I'm not a fan of it. I ain't gonna lie to you. We all did our thing. I imitated, obviously, my favorite Michael Myers. And then some of the people said that was pretty good. And then when I did that Pretend to Die, oh my God, I took a nasty fall, which I still feel like I fell on my stomach. That shit.
It looked rough. I remember seeing it. It was like, oh, that looked painful.
Do you mind explaining how you fell?
I was walking and then I just went, whoa, boom, like belly down.
You just tripped a lot?
I just like pretending walking. I got shot. I was like, oh, and then I just fell down. But then when I fell down, I was like, oh, I was grabbing my stomach. Like, oh shit. I was like,
you basically went from standing up straight to full on your stomach. Like, no.
I was like, oh.
He committed to the bit.
Yeah,
really
I did.
Committed to the bit.
I did, y'all.
See, that must have hurt because I did that too, but at least I fell to my knees first because I thought, like, I saw you fall. I was like, well, that looked painful.
Oh,
so they had me die
on your knees.
I dropped to my knees first and then
Lord,
flopped over. And even then I was like, my stomach. That sucked.
I can only imagine this dude's fall.
Oh man, I fell hard. I fell hard. I was like this.
You should put one of those stunt mats.
I know, because it was just in the ballroom in the Sheraton. Like there was nothing. If they're going to make us do that, like you may as well.
Yeah, and you know the funny thing is when I did that fall, I don't know if I'll bet dollars to donuts they were not impressed at all, because then when we went out, and then they gave us what they called the golden ticket, and say here's your number. If we call your number, you're gonna get a golden ticket. And they yelled out people, and then the rest of us were just like left in the dark. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Geoff, that you got a golden ticket, right?
Yeah, I did get a golden ticket. So at the time, it felt like I got the job. They're like, hey, you passed the audition. I was like, sick.
Okay.
But they're like, oh, but then we still need to like actually decide if we want you or not. It's like, well, what's the point?
Yeah.
All right. This is where I have an issue with that to both of y'all. And like I have a huge problem with that. Okay, if you get a quote unquote golden ticket, means you pass the audition, but you don't get the job, then what's the point of that? That's, to me, it's giving false hopes.
Right, because that was, I think it was like July 11th or something when we auditioned for Horror Nights.
June.
Somewhere in there.
June
11th?
Yes, June 11th.
Yes, it was June. Yeah, so all summer long, I was watching my email and be like, did they reach out? Do I message to go in? What's going on? And nothing.
Did you call
Did
you call the employment office at Universal? Did they ever answer or nothing?
I didn't call, but I emailed. They have an email on there. Like, you have any questions about the process? I emailed like 3 times. I don't even think I got a response to the emails either. Which is like the email they told me to email if I had questions about the process.
I think it's ridiculous. To me, that's giving false hopes. But when you got the golden ticket, you thought you got the job, because that's, to my knowledge, I believe that's what it is. You get the job, but they say they still would consider you. Like I said, isn't that false hopes?
Yeah, because it's like, okay, so you passed the audition, but now we don't know if we have a character for you.
Oh, good Lord.
But how many characters? There's a million characters there, and some are just like random. I don't need to be like a face character from a movie or whatever. Just give me a clown or generic. Who cares?
Exactly.
You know, the funny thing is about that is it's just ridiculous that they'll tell you this. Oh, it's you won't even know if you audition for that. Like, come on, it's just like, just give yourself a job. You know, it's just ridiculous. But other than that, you know, I believe that it was okay, whatever. So that's when did you decide to go to Fright Fest, Geoff?
Well, see, I had always, because I'd already done Fright Fest in 23, fucking ego over here. I was like, well, okay, I'll audition for Horror Nights, but like, Fright Fest is my safety school. I feel like I'll get that either way. So, no, especially after like winning. Well, not winning. You don't win an audition, but like passing it for like passing it. I was like, all right, well, if I could do it for Universal, then like I don't even got to worry about Six Flags. That's a podunk park out in the middle of nowhere. That's fine. So,
park that you were auditioning for.
Yeah, so it's like, so it's kind of funny. Like, I just was like, I don't know, maybe that helped too, because I just had like a false sense of confidence. I was like, yeah, I got this, whatever. So when I showed up for my audition at Six Flags, I was like, you want me to do a monster? Fine. Here's a monster. Done. Deuces. And I got it. Well, because I had applied for only a Maze Ghoul, but after the audition, Mark called me over. It was like, it says Maze Ghoul, but like, would you do a walk around?
Oh.
And I was like, sure. I didn't think I'd get it, so I didn't apply for it, but I was like, I'd do it.
Yeah.
And so they, I guess, wanted me for a walk around, but I had to miss the one day that I needed, like training wise or whatever, for the walk around. I wasn't gonna be in town for.
But you know, it's funny that they gave you the job nevertheless, though, which is awesome to me. You know, it's funny that I always hear stories that, oh, you're not gonna get the job, or just because it is, you're gonna get the job. Which is like, I don't know. When I went to audition for, like I said, for Horror Nights, I didn't get the job. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was crushed. I was extremely crushed. I was sad, and then I told my girl, I was like, I didn't get the job. I was like, I'm sorry, honey. Like, and she said, what about Fright Fest? And exactly my same reaction, like you said, Geoff, in regards like, Six Flags, really? Like, I wasn't too keen, but I was like, you know what? I'll just give it a try. I might as well. And then I waited until like late June, I believe, because when that same night when I checked Six Flags, yes, they were announcing Fright Fest, but they were not hiring at that time yet. So I had to wait until probably like late June, I believe, like or late, like the last week of June, early July. I applied, and then I got an email from Human Resources, I believe, say thank you for applying, blah blah blah, and we will let you know if when are the auditions so you can fill out the application. And then I think it was like in early July or second week of July, I got another email from Human Resources. They said, okay, you can come, you can choose which dates to apply and do the audition. So I chose July 20th, which was Sunday. Dude, I'll never forget that day when it was pretty packed, you know. It was packed like it was like at the front there was like these plastic chairs sitting down. I was talking to people. And then when that was,
because you went to the regular edition, I went to the rehire thing for Fright Fest.
Now that you mentioned that, say for example, the coming year, I want to go back to work for Fright Fest. So how is that going to work there?
They're going to send you an email and they're going to text you. They'll text first probably, but definitely emails starting May, June, start checking them. And you should get a text by June. They usually send out, I think, about a month prior. And then after that, they'll do a follow-up on the actual, it's a rehire event. So they send out first to the rehires. You're going to come to the rehire event. If you can't make it, don't worry about it because they're going to have another one for the public and you can make that one.
Okay.
But they always reach out to the people who've done it before.
Oh, okay. Because I was curious about that. How is that going to happen with me? Because I think it was Angelina who said to me that you, Antonio, since you worked the entire event, no days off, you didn't quit, you didn't like took a day off, you're considered a rehire. So when you apply or whatever happens, be on the lookout in terms of the email. But after what you told me, Lex, I'm like, okay, I will keep an eye on that because I really want to go back there. I really love this event. But as I was saying, sorry if I got off track. So I went to the July 20th interview. I waited there, and then I forget who this lady, oh my God, such a sweet lady, went in there. I went in there with her. She was like, so how are you? The usual questions. She asked me, why did you want to work Fright Fest? And I just basically told her I've always wanted to work a Halloween event, and this is my opportunity, and I want to take it. So she asked me of what do I do for a living. I told her I'm a delivery driver. I've done on this. And then she asked me, like, I don't know if they asked you this type of question when they did the first interview. She asked me this. If you're working at a maze and you see a person who is hurt or is in distress, how would you signal to the usher? And I told her straight out, this is my answer. If I see something, I would definitely signal to the usher, and I will go like with the X, like this, with the X logo. And she asked me, what is that? But since Geoff can verify this, knows that I like wrestling, if a referee sees that a wrestler is hurt, he would definitely go like this to the background, go with the X logo, means that somebody is hurt. So that's what I told the interviewer. And I was like, if I would point to the usher and I would say, this person right here, they're hurt. And she was like, interesting. She took notes. She asked me about other questions, like 20 minutes, I believe it was the interview. She then said something in my notes that says, oh, congratulations, you passed the interview. You can go back outside and we'll call you for the audition. I was like, okay, thank you. Oh, my goodness. And that was like, to me, the interview wasn't really the hard part, Geoff and Lex. It was the audition. That's where I was like, oh, my God. And I'll never forget it that when I was doing the audition, I tripped.
Tripping Antonio.
But I got a little pop up on my computer saying that I only have 10 more minutes with you guys. I only get an hour free through Google.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what that means. So just in case,
I think you can extend it.
Can you?
I think you can. I think you extend it.
If it pops up again, because it went away.
I wonder if we could like pause and then
if it ends, we could do another one. No worries about that, y'all.
I just want to let you know I don't want it to cut off.
No. It's okay.
Halfway through. Deuces.
This is what I
Anyway, sorry, I just like to mess around with my soundboard here.
We should get one of those.
All right, it's
yeah, right.
Yeah, I'll show you what it is. It's my Rodecaster Pro. This is like the first version. They have a newer version, but this one right here is my tip-top thing to record now. I used to have an old mixer and all these other things, but it's just too much wiring. This is just all in one right here. So
there you go.
Yes, sir. So sorry if I got off track, y'all. So I went to the audition. I tripped, and I was like, God damn it! I did what I could. I improvised. So I was like, shit. So I sat back down, and I was like, nope, I ain't gonna get hired. I was just like, I was just already resigned. Like, I ain't gonna get the job. Nope. And then I believe this one lady, I think it was like short blonde hair. I forget her name. Kim, I believe it was her name. And she said, Antonio, like, me? Like, yeah, come here. Stand up. They took my measurement, my height, my waistline, my chest. And I was like, what's going on? Like, in my mind, I was like, what's going on? Like, okay. And then I couldn't even press something with my legs. I think it was like a piece of board. I don't know if they did that with you, Geoff. But I was like, I couldn't even press it because I don't know, because since my legs have no medium because I have all this weight that I lost, I was like, what the heck? So I pressed it just as much as I could. I was like, okay. So we went back outside, sat there for like 2 hours, I believe. I was like, man. I got out there. They called my name again. They asked me for my driver's license. They asked me for my social security. They asked me for my birth certificate. Like an hour and a half later, y'all, they get brought back, and then they got an email, you're hired. I was like,
yep.
Fuck yeah. I was like, I was the happiest man on earth. And I got there, and the funny thing is, Lex and Geoff, the following day, I get an email from Universal. I was like, what the heck is this? And I looked at it. We would like to book you for another audition for Halloween Horror Nights, at this time at the dance studio in Burbank Boulevard in North Hollywood. I was like, I was annoyed about that. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I got the job at Six Flags, but then they tell me you go to another audition. I was like, oh, man. I was like, should I go? I ain't gonna lie. I was not gonna go. I wasn't. And then,
but you did go, right?
Yeah, because my mom said to me that if you don't go, you're gonna get stuck with that what if. Like, I should have gone. I should have done this. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I went there, and depending on what they were gonna offer me, because always is the pay. The pay was always the most important thing. And then
the job's a job. You got to go where you're going to get the money first and foremost.
Exactly. So I went there. I was like, but if I'm going to have this job, I could always have Six Flags as a backup plan. That was my purpose. I went there, but the second time it was more physical, it was more running, which is not a problem for me. Excuse me. The same thing. I died, but another different way. I didn't fall this time on my stomach. Same thing. Didn't get the job. I was like,
so that's crazy. It's crazy that I left the first edition with the golden ticket, but they didn't tell me to come back. And in that time that I was waiting, that I thought I was going to get a job, they wanted someone else to come in and take the job that I probably already had.
It's ridiculous.
They're like, we're hiring, we're auditioning more people. Like, oh, but I was already
a ticket.
Yeah.
Did they? I'm sorry if I missed it. Did they ever even get back to you?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Really?
They didn't.
They just ghosted me.
Ugh. And then I was like, you know what? Nope. I didn't get the job. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I got hired elsewhere where I'm appreciated. So I went to orientation. I'll never forget. It was like 4 hours that day, orientation. Then first week, Willoughby's, Alyssa, Jax, Mr. T, all of us there. First day, it was nerve-wracking, y'all. But let me ask you this. Would you all trade it for anything in the world for this year's Halloween? Fright Fest. What? I have fucking...
No.
No, not at all. I feel like it was steep perfect cast.
Absolutely.
All meshed well together, regardless if, I understand you got to bond more with your partner that you were in that area, but I feel like regardless.
Right. I mean, because we were stuck in a room together for 8 hours a night.
Yeah.
Every night. But even then, it wasn't like super clicky.
No, that was the best part of it. It was not clicky at all. Everyone just mingled, and even if we saw someone, like, hey, do you want to join? It was always welcoming, and if there was no pressure amongst anyone to feel like you had to talk to us. There were a few people that, I would like to have probably gotten known more. And
sure.
I mean, I could have probably went on my way, but I just felt like I didn't want to bother. But other than that, like, I loved every single person there, and I just feel like they did such a great job. And even our, T and Alyssa and Jack, and even Mackenzie, and they all did such a great job running everybody, like all of us. And whenever we would have mess ups and they would kind of have to get stern with us, I was like, I feel really glad. It's supposed to, like, it is a fun job. All in all, it's like we talked about, I would do this full time, no matter how tiring it was and how the bullshit you had to go through and endure. But it's all in all a great job, and
still worth it
to work with those type of people around you, and just to keep each other going and motivated, and to be there for each other when things did go south. And if we were feeling tired, and it was just, just such a loving family.
It's crazy because, like,
go ahead.
You all right there?
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just reminiscing. Like,
memories.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I miss those times. I miss it a lot. I didn't feel like I was going to work those days, I swear to you. I was like, I felt like I was just having fun, enjoying something I'd like to do. I mean,
we were just going to hang out.
Exactly.
Every night.
Exactly.
It was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
like to hang out and like scare people. Like, how is that bad?
Yeah, and to see the reactions you get, and to like how, as time goes on, like how comfortable you become with your character, and what you realize what you could do that you didn't realize you couldn't. I mean, hold on, stumbling upon my words. You start realizing, like, oh, I can do this. You tap into that activity part of yourself, and to see everyone else grow from being a little shy, and it is a little, especially if it was your first year doing it, and even if you, like us, have done it before, it's still a little daunting the first couple weeks.
Yeah, those first, you're like, what am I doing? Even like, you think you know what you're doing, and it turns out you feel really self-conscious still anyways, and you're so much more reserved than you realize you are at the time.
Yeah, I feel like it's just a matter of that. It's that human part that you're just trying to get out of that discomfort. And the moment you turn that off and you just let that weirdness out, because you should be weird. They want you to be weird. They want you to be not normal. They want you to just be crazy. And you're not on a day-to-day. You're not like that. As far as I know, I don't know how you guys are, but the channel that inner crazy that sometimes all of us do want to let out sometimes, and it was such a great release. And to just,
I know, it's super cathartic actually. Like, turns out going out and screaming at people for 7 hours straight is pretty good for the mental health sometimes.
Yeah.
On a normal day that you can get like arrested for, you're allowed to do it in there.
Exactly.
But other than that, you're allowed to just go crazy. Obviously don't cuss people out, even though you want to, but
You got close sometimes.
Yeah, there was a couple times that I actually wanted to curse at some fucking assholes right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was just, and sometimes I remember there was this one dude who was like, Micah and I scared him. It was like at the carriage room, and the dude was like, "Hey, bro," like he got so fucking mad. I'm glad that one of the ushers like shoo him up, like keep moving. And like, if you don't like to get scared, then why the fuck do you go there?
Yes, and they get upset with you for scaring them. I've had so many people get upset for scaring them. Like, this is my job.
Exactly.
They like, if you know for a fact you're a reactor, you're gonna hit for something. Just why even bother going in there?
Exactly. It's pointless.
It's ridiculous that we were just doing our jobs, you know. Like I said, I feel like I wasn't gonna go to work that day. I loved it, and I was waking up. Yes, there were days that what was it, like in the parlor? I used to like pretend like to be dead. I think both of y'all saw how my position was, or sometimes in the
like hang over it,
yeah,
pop up.
I love that. That was my favorite. But my favorite was the dining room where I just pop out of the door. I think it was like the first time that you went through the maze. Both of y'all, and then I actually made Lex jump.
You did.
You guys, at some point, every single person got me.
That was like epic. Actually, I scared other people at the maze. That I think some from The Conjuring went through. I actually scared them. I was like, oh, that was pretty good. But it wasn't the dining room. But in terms of parlor, I used to like pretend like this. Yes, there were days that my neck was killing me. I ain't gonna lie to you. But overall, guys, it was probably one of the best jobs I ever had. And when it was ending, I ain't gonna lie, I was pretty sad about that. And it just ended like, where do we go now?
We were all pretty torn up in that last week.
You could just see everyone just, and it wasn't anything else other than mentally knowing it was at its end.
Yeah.
And as much as, I know, poor Alyssa, she was trying to keep us all motivated.
No, she was awesome.
Yeah.
Just coming in with her cheerful, just like our cheerleader right there, just trying to come through and hype us up. And the moment she'll pass the room, I'm like,
revert back to sad panda.
We're like, yeah.
No,
and she's here, I'm like, no.
Oh, you know, guys, Alyssa, like our bosses, like, but Alyssa was always like giving us say do your best, and she did.
Yeah.
And she was always like more like how can I say, it's like cheering us up, don't let it get to you. She was always our cheerleader. And like I said, like all of them were all awesome. I'll never forget that when I was in the parlor. Oh my god, I'll never forget. I fucked up. I actually was about to scare one of the guests, but I actually, like in the parlor there's stairs, but some are like a little bit flimsy and loose, and I tripped and I fell on a guest and I broke character immediately. I said, I'm sorry to the guest, and Jack saw that. And that was, oh shit, I'm gonna get chewing because I fucked up. And I went up to Jax afterwards. She said, no, it's okay. You apologize. That's what matters. Because when you said that, I was like, I screwed up again. Like, god damn it. That's like my biggest fear, screwing up. But other than that, I had no problems with the work or anything like that. Like I said, it didn't feel like I was going to work, y'all. I felt like I was going to, like you said, Jeff, hang out.
It's a weird job because it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like summer camp.
Yeah.
It feels like a weird Halloween summer camp where it's like you just get thrown into this thing with a bunch of people you don't know, and you're just there for a short amount of time, and then everyone becomes friends, and then suddenly everyone's like, all right, later, and you just scatter out. Like, because normal jobs aren't like that. Like, people like filter in and out throughout the time. Instead of having just this like end date where it's like, all right, I guess we're all done now. It's weird.
It's like you get cut cold turkey, and you used to seeing these people and hanging out with these people, and it almost feels, even though mentally it's going to come to an end at some point, but as the season continues, it almost feels like it's just your normal day-to-day job.
Yeah, when you're like in the middle of it, it's
middle of it. You
like
almost
week 5.
Yeah, you almost
just kind of like
that it's not a forever type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even though
the thing with me in terms of like a regular job like that, me personally, I think I believe so. I'm easy to get along with. I'm nice to everybody, but if you push my buttons or if you're being a dick towards me, different story right there. That's just the way it was. Like when it came to this job, nothing like that. Everyone was awesome. Like I said, Alyssa, Jax, Mr. T, Kenzie, everyone, like they look like they're very stern, but they're not. They were very awesome. As they didn't really feel like they were our bosses, honestly. And like I said, they were awesome. Like I said in my Instagram video, if they're somewhere in the park in Fright Fest of next year, I'll do whatever I can to go with them, because it's like I said, if it was working for them, I work for free.
Yes, and
Just coming for the fun of it. Yeah, for sure.
It was all their first years doing it. Man,
I know. That's the crazy thing. They nailed it so hard for like not knowing what they're doing either.
Yeah, like they handled it with so much grace and just as professional as can be. I mean, let's face it, it's a Fright Fest job, but still, they handled it so professionally and still made it fun.
Mm-hmm.
They were stern when they needed to be, but they did it so tastefully where they had to like turn on boss mode. And then just flip back to be our cheerleaders and just to keep us going, keep it fun, keep it flowing. And it was just the perfect balance. And whether you guys realize it or not, if you guys are listening, you know, you guys did such an amazing job.
They did. All y'all were great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like Antonio said, we work for you for free.
Yeah, it's exactly because all y'all, the 4 of them, no complaints. Like I said, I work for them for free. If it was them in the park, I'll do whatever I can to go with them, you know?
Yeah.
But it's
that's the crazy thing about our whole group, too, is like, it's really not normal to have a group of that many people thrown together and to have not had any kind of like interpersonal drama between people.
No.
Like there was no fighting. There was no like clique versus clique or just like, oh, he doesn't get along with that person or like any of that. It's crazy. You put like 20 people together, people are going to get like step on each other's toes. That's just how human it is.
Yeah, sometimes people get annoyed of each other just naturally because we're not meant for everybody to click. And that's totally fine. And I felt so bad for all the other mazes. You can hear all the drama that was going on, but
right,
what?
There was a lot of it.
Really?
Yeah, there was a lot of clickiness going on. There was a lot of drama going on within other mazes, and like we got very blessed to not have had that. And honestly, and I'm not trying to say this just to divert it. Like I got very lucky last year as well as Trick or Treat. So when I was coming this year, I'm like, okay, if I'm going to audition, oh my goodness, I was like, I really truly hope I get another one because I would hear stories of other mazes that were just not getting along. And sure enough, when I got all you guys, I was like, man, thank you, because you guys were the greatest goofballs I could ever have met and got to work with.
Thank you.
We all collided so well and no misunderstandings. Everyone was on the same page.
Yeah,
Like,
but you know, like,
the thing.
the thing is, if I screw up, please let me know. That's the thing with me. Like, if I fuck up or say anything, let me know. I always
we always take criticism very well.
That's the thing too. Like it wasn't a lot, but every time they did have to put on their like boss pants, everyone did like nobody was like would fight them back on it. No one would be like, well, I don't think so. Like we were just like, cool, yeah, I'll take that into consideration.
Yeah, we would help each other. Like, what if you try this or what if you do that? Because whatever you're strong at, I'm probably weak at, or whatever I'm strong at, you're probably. So we just kind of leveraged and balanced it out and figured it out what works between all of us. And regardless if we got thrown into a different room that wasn't our room, like we got to collaborate with everyone else and and it was just fun. We all just had fun.
With me, okay. I guess Alyssa kind of like always noticed I did good on the parlor and the dining room. That was like most of like the areas of where she noticed that I had like a little bit of an expertise there. But I've noticed that not a lot of people were in the ritual room. The ritual room was obviously both of y'all and sometimes Ruben or I forget the young lady. I forget.
Nikki.
Yes, yeah, that's the one. And also, who else?
That was pretty much Ruben and Nikki were pretty much our other two like usual relief.
And Nikki was also with Julie in the bedroom.
Yeah.
But she did it because when she used to pop out of it, people used to jump and I used to like fucking laugh.
Well, I feel like she got put everywhere. I think she was in like every room at one point, probably. Nikki.
Oh yeah.
Like I think she really was. Ruben too was in a lot of places.
Yeah, she was in parlor. She was in the carriage room. She was in the ritual room. But in the first night, she was in the ritual room with Lex right there. And I seen the videos of in the. I forget what was like that room where you push the mirror. I don't know if you remember that one. Or maybe like that thundering sound.
That is sense, yeah.
Yeah, that one. And the doll room, I think that was Angelina and Ashley's. But Ashley was always in the mirror room. That's what I do remember.
Yeah.
But in terms of the other place, I was always mostly in the parlor and dining room, and every now and then would be the carriage room.
I didn't. I think I left the ritual room once.
Really?
Out of the whole season?
Once, I think.
Where did they put you?
One day. Remember they put me with you in the carriage room that one day. Remember that?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
It was one day, and that was the only day I think I wasn't
now
in the
I
ritual
remember.
room.
I remember now. Oh my goodness! But that was the only time.
And it was weird. At that point, it was weird because I was so used to the ritual room.
I remember when they used to say,
I was like homesick. I'm like, damn, this doesn't feel right.
Whenever you like you'll cover, I'm like, I mean, yeah, of course, I'll be a team.
it was, yeah, it's
But
like,
you go over there, you're like,
and
Well,
you
it
know, like,
feels weird.
yeah, who else? Freddie was also on that was his room, the dining room, but he was also put in a carriage room. But there was a few times where Freddie used to get me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, damn it, he got me. I was like,
yeah,
with that, the way he used to open, he used to do that
No.
laugh. Hold on, let me see if it works here.
perfect timing.
No, wrong room.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah, Freddie was awesome with the laugh he does. I was like, yep, he got me numerous times. He got me when he used to do I used to put on my robe and just walk around because I used to love doing that. And
The walkthroughs.
yes, it was. Oh man, I would give anything right now to go back to those times again, y'all.
That was my favorite part too. Every time we were on our breaks and our lunch, I'd just go through over.
Just
it.
run through.
Oh my
You
god,
would, I feel like I would see you every time you're on break come through.
Yes,
I'd be like, you just got out of the room. You just got out of here, and you're right there again.
oh my god, it's just like it was wonderful, y'all. So like going to like in Willoughby's, like right now, I've heard stories. I think Ashley posted on Instagram stories that they tore down the facade of Willoughby's. Like, what? Have they?
that's
So
for
it's
life.
just like a box.
Yeah.
Oh, what a jip. Oh my god.
There's word that they're going to upgrade it.
Upgrade it.
Yeah, I don't know which way. I was
Interesting.
Oh, that's interesting. If that's the case, I'm definitely gonna go get my ass back at 2026. I want Willoughby's again.
They better put up rat traps,
Right? Bat traps.
bat traps too.
Oh my god. But like,
Maybe
but
some ghost traps.
or like the images right now should move again because I've seen old videos on YouTube that they show like mirrors that had like moving images. You could verify this, right, Jeff?
Yeah, you sent me that video. Like it was like really like
Different.
high tech stuff a few years ago.
What would they
Like
change it to?
screens and stuff.
Bingo. That's what I noticed. I was like, what the heck? Why they tore him down? Why they took him down? You know, probably cost cutting measure. You know, like some certain parts are always so cheap, but whatever. Though it was just like, but going back to Willoughby's, would I change it for all this year? And I remember I think I posted on my Instagram once, y'all, that I think Alyssa told me one time because I was always on time. I always got my makeup. I never caused any drama, none whatsoever. But I remember that day I was talking to Micah, and I think you were there. You saw me talking to Alyssa, Jeff, and I was like, Antonio, I would like to have a word with you. I was like, oh shit. Well, like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna? Because whenever they say that they want to talk to you, it's like something happened. Correct?
You're in trouble.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's what I immediately
Teacher
thought.
needs to see you after class.
I was like, oh shit. I was like, that's my reaction. I was like, shit, what am I gonna do? So she talked to me that day on the patio. She took me there. It's like, you're a sacrificial limb, Antonio. I was like, what? I was like, oh shit. What do you mean? They need people in Saw. Do you want to go? But what I love that is that Alyssa asked me first. I wanted to leave. They want to go to
Didn't
Saw.
just send you.
Yeah.
But she asked me, I said, no, I want to stay. Because if I would have left for Saw that day, I know I would have been with Saw until the season
The
ended.
rest of it.
Yeah. And you know who else was there at Saw? Kendall, you remember?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
filled in a few times.
Yeah.
But then she came back.
Not-
She came back afterwards, and I think she said that she liked it, but it was like, well, what she said about Willoughby is that at least Willoughby's had a break room.
Nah, it wasn't even about us. She was talking about the break room.
I know.
No, but
Classic Kendall.
no, but,
we were
Classic
missing
Kendall.
you. You're like, they had the shittiest break room. I'm like,
no, but deep down,
Well,
like,
I missed you, so
well, we
fine.
miss you, but I guess Fuck us, right?
No. But deep down,
Priorities.
no. But Kendall, I know deep down she missed
I
the
love
environment
her.
of Willoughby's. She's awesome. I like her a lot.
Oh, definitely.
But I can tell that she didn't really want to say, but you can tell that I know for a fact there was something going on with the saw. Like, I have a feeling it's like you said, Geoff. It's very cliquish over there.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, when I was there, it was fine, but it just felt like a job.
Like
There wasn't like
normal.
like people were friendly with each other, but like I don't know anybody that was like hanging out or wanted to hang out outside of work. And that was 2 years ago, so I don't know if people changed or I don't know what the difference was, but that was just my experience. Was it just felt like clock in, be nice, be cordial, with people clock out, go along with your life.
But it's like you said, it's like any other job. With when I used to work in the past and other jobs, it was just we said hello, but were we ever friends afterwards? No, nothing like that.
Right.
It was just like a whatever thing. You're very cordial. You have some people you get along with. You have some people you don't get along with. But like Lexi said, our group, no drama, no nothing like that. If we fucked up or anything like that, they let us know. That's just the way it was. And I do not have anything, like I said, I don't have anything negative to say about this year. I loved it. I would give anything to go back to those times right now, y'all. Sorry if I keep repeating the same thing, but it's just the way I feel. It's
No,
fun.
we all feel that way.
It's
We're
fun.
right there with you. And we feel exactly the same way. And if we can reverse time, which I wish I had that click button, just
Right? Let's just
Yeah.
go back and write it through one more time.
too, because I feel like it went by quick.
It went by so fast.
Yeah.
It's weird because it feels so long. Like, also, when you're in the middle of it, you're like, how long have I been doing this? It's just like your life, but then also it's over.
It's weird how time just sort of stands still when you're working there.
Yeah.
But at the end, like all in all, how quickly it goes.
It's just like right now, just remembering like right now, it's just, I don't know why I get so, I don't like to use the word emotional because it was awesome. We had a great time. I don't know what it was that we had like this, we all like meshed. Like you said, you all meshed. Geoff said that we all bonded. I don't think
it's like summer camp. It's
yeah,
just a weird thing.
I don't know. Like, I know there'll be other times, but I don't know if we'll ever have this ever again. You know how I compare this? This is going to be I don't know if I think it's a good example. Y'all seen the movie The Sandlot?
Oh, yeah.
Wild.
Okay, the first summer that Scotty went to the Sandlot, he even said throughout the movie that was like the best summer he ever had.
Yeah.
And this right here for this year's Fright Fest, even though it was my first year, I thought it was the best thing I ever had. And I would not change it for anything in the world, y'all.
Because that's what it feels like. I feel like if we all do go back next year, logistically, we probably won't be together in mazes or whatever. And it's just like, it'll be fun, but I don't feel like next year will be better than this year was.
I don't think so.
We almost got too spoiled for
Yeah.
it to be too perfect, because it at the end of the day, it really was. And what makes it so precious, and that's why you keep getting emotional. And we all keep getting emotional about it. I know I do. And it kind of, it's a little tough talking about it as much as I love speaking about it. It's, at the end of the day, it was something so special that we're going to cherish forever. And it might not be the same next year. We might have some new people next year. We might be spread apart, or some people just might not come back, and we're going to have to accept that. And we're just going to have to take it for what it is and just hopefully make it the same.
Mm-hmm.
And if the new people come around, we're going to be like, listen, initiation time. We need to know if you're going to make the cut, because we don't do that drama around here. We like to have fun.
Exactly.
And anyone that comes in and tries to disrupt that,
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
I agree.
Don't have time for that nonsense.
I agree. Because like when it comes like to, I don't know if it was meant to be, but it's funny, Geoff and Lex, that I was sad that I didn't get hired from Halloween Horror Nights, because I won't lie to you. But at the same time, I say this to my family, to my other friends, that I believe that maybe not getting hired for Halloween Horror Nights, Universal probably did the biggest favor in the world to me. because if they would have hired me, I would not have. I don't know how it would have been this year if I would have been hired for Hornets, but if I wouldn't hire, I would not be working in Fright Fest. I would not have made. It was a great time, and the first day that I got there, Geoff, you are right. I was extremely nervous because I didn't know anybody, and the one person who took me under the wing and guided me. This is why I love her very, very much. She's a dear friend, Irma. She noticed that I was nervous because I think I don't know if I think I probably showed it a lot. I think you saw that I was like all nervous because like I don't know anybody here. I don't want to I'm shy because that's how I am. And then Irma took me under her wing and she guided me. I kind of came out of my shell when I used to come to work. Different vibe, different everything. You both of y'all saw that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We all did, though, to an extent. Like, I think we all were weird and nervous.
Yeah, it's like right now I'm just like so like, did that happen? Did that really happen? Really? Yeah, it's just like, aw.
I miss you guys, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
So here's how is it, Lex? Is there any kind of the same kind of like community feeling with HIP at all? It's just not the same.
No. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely a lot less chaotic. I'll say that.
Right.
It's super calm. It's super laid back. And as far as anyone else, I'm not paying attention to no one else other than me at the end of the day, just because.
Yeah.
And who I'd see, which is all of you guys that come visit us at the park if you're able to, or just everyone else that I'm able to see, which I'm always looking forward to see everyone that are still working there, regardless if they're a part of the park itself or HIP. And if we have time, because I get it, everyone's schedule is different. Sometimes, as much as we love each other, we just want to kind of like, I just want to go home. We're a little tired.
Right.
Like, it's okay. It's understandable. And like, if we're able to see each other, awesome. If we're not, I think just knowing mentally your presence is somewhere in the park is just,
yeah.
It's always such a beautiful moment when I see everyone's like face and like I mentioned in that group chat, every single person is such a beautiful person, just inside and out.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Very grateful and very thankful that I know, just like I'm telling you, I know you probably feel like you're just a broken record, but it's true. It's genuinely blessed that I got to meet you guys and be able to create this friendship. And
yeah. It definitely was like just out of like anything in my life I can think of, it just feels like it was the stars lined up perfectly in a way that really shouldn't happen.
Yeah. And
Like, it was just too perfect.
It was. I don't think we'll ever get that ever again, guys. It was magical. It was nice, and Lexi here, she showed like what happened, and we all we were so like sad when this thing ended. Why did it have to end? But like nothing is forever. It's unfortunately, it's just gotta
yeah, remember it as what it is, as a time in space that was just like a nice little perfect experience.
But how lucky were all of us to be able to experience it, at least
together,
at least once together, and
exactly.
That's what we're going to have to carry with us.
Yeah, it's just
how lucky we were to just have that moment in time and all of our lives to just cross paths for that moment to work together.
At that exact
moment.
Like Antonio was saying, with like just the little things that had to line up for it all to happen, like neither of us getting Universal, or even something as like little as I was almost a walk around, but I couldn't make it that day. But like, I'm so glad that I didn't, because my experience would have been way different. It's like every little thing that just pushed us all together. It's crazy.
And if you guys got Horror Nights, we would have never met you guys. You guys were
I know.
Yeah, it's weird because I was saying that not getting hired for Horror Nights, I think they did the biggest, Universal did the biggest favor in the world to me, because if I would have been hired, I would have not been working at Fright Fest, having a ball, meeting y'all. It's everybody. You, Lexi, you, Jeff, Alyssa, Jax, Mr. T, Kenzie, Kendall, Freddie, Micah, Adrian, Irma, Julie, Ruben. I have, the list goes on and on and on. Maggie, Ashley, Marie, everybody. It's just like it was just like two the group of people that we all got along great. We everybody, no complaints whatsoever. I loved everybody. Everybody was awesome. Even the ushers, everybody.
Yeah.
No, everyone.
No one gets excluded. Every single person, including down to the ushers as well. Just beautiful people.
Exactly.
Will we ever get that moment again? I don't know.
Hear them too.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, Nikita. How can I forget her? Nikita. Oh, everybody. No complaints whatsoever. But we'll never get this moment again. That's what really kind of hurts me at the same time. It gets me sad that we'll never have this moment again. We had
It'll
them.
never be like it was. Yeah.
We had them. It was awesome. We cherished it. I still cherish it to this day. Like, yes,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think about it all the time.
Yeah, and yes, we haven't seen I haven't seen none of y'all since November 2nd. It's because of my situation right now. But once I'm situated in my new place, I want to talk to you all about something about that, okay? Because like I said, I miss everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I always say in the group chat, I miss everybody. I miss just being in the environment right there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
That's just, will we have it again? No, unfortunately.
No, but it just was a special thing that shouldn't have happened as well as it did. Like, logistically, it shouldn't have lined up as well as it did, and it just did, and it's crazy that it happened that way.
Yeah. Well, that is what it is. We had a great time. We had a ball. All of us were great. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, right now, all we can look forward for is for Fright Fest 2026, y'all.
Come back and do it again.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to happen. So,
together.
any parting words to y'all? Any parting words to finish the interview?
I miss you guys. I'm so happy, like I said, that I've been able to meet all of you. I'm very happy I got to experience all of that with you. And no matter how chaotic the event got itself, we all held each other together. And
absolutely,
we made it through. It was a beautiful season. I wish it was full time.
Yeah.
Man,
going back to do it tomorrow.
Today.
Yeah, I would definitely go.
Yeah, I would love, it's not a goodbye for now, or it's not a goodbye forever. It's a goodbye for now.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand we all broke apart. We all have our lives, but let's definitely keep that chat alive as much as we can, and keep each other in as much as possible
in our circles. Yeah, like
Yeah.
everyone was super great, but like, I don't know. I couldn't have gotten through without you two. So,
yeah.
All right. Thanks, y'all. Thank you. I want to say thank you, Lexi. Thank you, Jeff, for being part of this interview today. I had a great time. It was like, the interview went by fast. I swear to y'all. It was awesome. It was awesome interview, guys. Hopefully later on down the road, we could do another one for a part 2. Hopefully.
Sure.
Let's see what happens.
Sure,
I want to know. yeah, I want to see how was Holiday in the Park. I don't know if you could do another interview, Lex, the two of y'all again, so we could talk about our our opinions about Holiday in the Park.
Yeah, of course.
Alrighty.
I'm always down.
All right, thank you. Once again, thank you, Alexa. Thank you, Geoff, for appearing on my podcast. I greatly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It was great talking to you, both of y'all. And I'd like to say to the people who listen to me, thank you all for listening, and I will see you in the next week. But before I say, I would like to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody. Make all your dreams and wishes come true. Have a good night, y'all. Bye-bye.